hosted by the Indo-American Promotions in honor of Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Honorable Mayor Michael Bloomberg, Honorable Mrs. Neelam Deo, Consul General of India, good evening ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Indo-American Promotion, it gives me great pleasure and pride in joining all of you in welcoming Mayor Bloomberg to this happy Diwali event. As you all know, Diwali is a time of rejoicing and happiness. Mayor Bloomberg, we are all aware that under your leadership as Mayor, our city of New York has become a better, safer and pleasant place to live, and we all thank you for that, Mayor. Mayor has done a lot of good things to the people of the city. To name a few, crime has been reduced by 20% citywide. Domestic violence has been reduced citywide by 27%. Mayor has brought standards and accountability to the schools. Please give a big hand in welcoming the Mayor for 4 more years. 4 more years.
Good evening. Namaste. Just in case there's people here who don't speak fluent Hindi, I'll continue my remarks in English. Thank you, Andy, for that kind introduction. I don't know if I'll get to India in this next year, but my company has 2 offices. I used to spend a lot of time in Mumbai and in Delhi. And it is a country the people are warm, and it's a great place to do business. The food is great, and I loved it, and I will do my best to try to get there in the next year or 2. As many of you know, Andy came from what was then Bombay, now Mumbai, 17 years ago, is that correct? And he did the same thing I did. He came with a little more than a dream. He began working, I went in the securities business. He began working for a diamond dealer who he claims paid him just enough to buy a subway token each day. I quite honestly find that a little bit hard to believe because you have to eat as well. But suffice it to say, both he and I, on our first jobs, didn't make a lot of money. I think that's fair. And after a lot of hard work, I think you see the great American dream in action in Andy. He now runs his own business, and it just goes to show what is possible in this city and in this country. The same story is being played out by thousands of Indians here in our city, and many of them are here tonight. It is the ultimate New York story. Diwali celebrates the renewal of life and the victory of good over evil. And that is certainly what we've seen here in New York City since 9/11. You all remember what it was like back then. We were shaken, we were scared, and nobody really knew what lay ahead. But in this uncertainty, we came together and in our unity, we really found a great strength. That's the same great American dream that Andy came here for, that I came from Boston for, that you've come here for, that we worked so hard for. By keeping our city moving forward, we really can make that dream a reality for all New Yorkers and ensure that the best days for New York City are still to come. So thank you, Dhanyawad, and have a great night. A very happy Diwali and a safe
I would like to invite 11 beautiful girls from Aria Dance Academy to come here and prepare a dance that they have prepared especially for you.
Her message comes to us by video because she is currently at the International Space Station, where she is conducting science experiments and managing the station's day-to-day operations while flying at 17,500 miles per hour, also known as 5 miles per second. And by the way, she knows a little something about light because she observes 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunita Williams.
Greetings from the International Space Station. My warmest wishes for a happy Diwali to everyone celebrating the Festival of Lights today at the White House and around the world. On this day, I specifically think about my father who immigrated to the U.S. from India. He kept and shared his cultural roots by teaching us about Diwali and other Indian festivals. Diwali is a time of joy as goodness in the world prevails. I am so thankful to have grown up in a multicultural household where our parents encouraged us to seek opportunities and reach for the stars. Thank you to the President and the Vice President for celebrating Diwali with our community today and for recognizing the many contributions of our community.
Now I would like to request Lieutenant Governor Donahue to address the gathering. Please give a big hand to her.
Good morning. It is indeed my privilege to join you this morning on behalf of Governor Pataki. I'm very pleased to welcome Chief Minister Deshmukh and his delegation to New York. The relationship between India and New York State is better than ever, and we're going to make it even stronger. We are friends in times of plenty, but we're a family in times of sorrow. The Indian American community in New York is still one of our largest and most vibrant ethnic groups. Some of our hardest workers and some of our most educated are doctors, our lawyers, our engineers. Most importantly, they still show utmost dedication to their families, their neighborhoods, and their congregations. They are some of our most dedicated community leaders, like Andy. Andy Shenoy, in the past year, won the Governor's Award for Excellence for his community work. As I mentioned earlier to the group I was seated with, Andy knocks on one of our doors in state government. The door is opened. For example, this is, and let's clap. This is an extremely busy week for the governor. He regrets that he couldn't be here this morning, but he specifically asked, he said to me, if number one can't be there, number two must. I am the number two elected official in the state. And I'm pleased to be here on the governor's behalf to show the importance to us of the Indian community. I want to thank you, Andy, specifically for all the work you've done in your community and for New York. Time and again, you've come forward and spent your time and energy on improving relations between India and New York and organizing important events like today's breakfast, events that would not have happened without your help.